Valley Maniacs, welcome back to the ValleyFlyin 76 channel. We are talking all about Marvel Future Revolution today, and some of the features in the headquarters. I was confused about a few things, and I'm hoping this will help you guys, so you don't make some of the same mistakes that I did. So first and foremost, let's talk about this shop. All these things in the region. Actually, let me close that. The way you get to all this stuff here in this section in the headquarters is with this button. It'll show up all of these, and let's just go down these order by order and go through some of these tips. So all of these med kits, all the important stuff here, you can access this from the your shop here in the headquarters, but you could also access it from here anywhere on the world map and go to these consumables, get this stuff. So this is a little redundant. I don't use this one this much. The next one that is important, and I think it's very, very important, is the workshop. And there's a few different things you could do here. One of the things that I'm doing every day is crafting regional gears. So normally I do this 3 at a time. And as you can see, each piece of regional gear you get here takes 2 hours to set up. Now, if you're doing 2 of these at a time, it's going to take 4 hours before you get to this crafting section and be able to claim it. If you do 3, it's going to take 6 hours. Normally what I do is in 6 hour increments. So I go 6 hours for this one. And then what you could also do, you have 5 total slots that you could be crafting things here. You unlock them with cores. This one costs 250. So instead of just doing 3, now what I can do is I can do 3 more. And in another 6 hours, you can see the timers here. I can unlock these right now. Now, if you have a lot of gold, you could unlock these right away and get these pieces of gear. It's a very low chance they'll get some regional gear, but this is, I guess, the one of the areas that you can get that regional gear, and you get some of these unique pieces just by farming your character. You're having your character go, throwing him into a region. So, for example, this is from Xanderth. What I'm doing is New Stark City, and you get all these regions here. Just by throwing your character on auto, letting them kill some characters, they're eventually going to drop some of these pieces, some of these crafting pieces for your gear, and then maybe you get lucky and could get a regional piece of gear. Now, I got to be honest, I have been doing this every single day since the game was in soft launch, or since the game was soft launched, and I've gotten 0 pieces. I think the drop rate is very, very low. You're also going to need, the limitation is going to be on these sin particles, and the only place that I'm aware that you could get these is doing your special missions every single day. Next, so all these regional pieces, I would recommend doing these as much as you can based on your resources and your supplies. Maybe you get luckier than I am. And the reason that I'm doing the New Stark City is because I got lucky and get a shield for New Stark City. I think for most of the characters, some of the best pieces that you could craft is this Hydra piece. So if you haven't had anything, I would be working on these Hydra pieces. But if you get something like something from Xanderth or Midgardia or Sakaar, you probably should be trying to complete that set and work on that. Next, these are attackers or enhancers. You got an attack, defense, crit damage, and HP enhancer. These will just increase your stats by a set amount of time, by a set amount of percent. And you could use these in the game. So if we go out, the area to use these is in this section right here. So if you want to set these up, you could just use 1. That'll give you that bonus for that set amount of time. But you could also do these reoccurring, this continual use. So as one expires, you're going to go go right into the use of the next one. And last but not least, one of the more important sections in the workshop is where you can upgrade your pieces, upgrade your normal unstable conversion to stable conversion, upgrade your stable conversion to crystallized conversion, and all of your pieces of specialization gears. So really important if you have a lot of these lower level pieces, especially if you're doing some of the earlier raids, some of the normals or the extremes. You can get some of these the flawless, some of these not the flawless, so some of these shatter pieces, you could convert them into the flawless, and then you can convert your flawless pieces into the radiant pieces, and you're going to need that in your specialization section. So as you upgrade your character, This, I believe this unlocks at level 75. You go into the specialization. So one thing that we just did on stream, we were missing these pieces of red and got the final piece there. So we just needed one of these pieces, took some of our radiant pieces, upgraded them into this. Actually, this is the radiant. Took some of our flawless pieces, upgraded into that radiant piece, that last final radiant piece, and was able to complete this node. So this is where you have all your specialization. You have your different traits that you could equip. Some are better than others, and it is based on what character that you want. Level 70, excuse me, level 70 is where you get the specialization. So that is it for the workshop. Let's go into this costume section here. And yeah, unfortunately, you have to walk across the stream to get that, or to get to the place that you want. But yeah, it's not that far of a walk. All right, so the costumes. Now, a lot of what I do with the costumes, I'm storing for my main character, and Captain America is my main character. When I'm throwing this character on to go farm, I want as little things in the storage as possible. So what I do is for all of my costumes, I put it in storage for my main character. For my secondary characters, I'm leaving in their storage, but for the squad storage, I have all these pieces. So what I want to do is combine a lot of these and get some pieces that some fodder pieces, so I can upgrade some of these 5-star pieces to 6 stars, some of these 4 stars to 5 stars, things like that. So we're gonna use a lot of these 1 stars and just upgrade them right now. Now, the way that I choose these, and let me know if you guys do this different. I've been doing this because if we go back to this character here, if you look at your costumes, you have all these different costumes. This is for the look of the character. So every piece that you get with the look, you get to keep that, and you get to change the appearance of your character. So I'm upgrading the pieces that I want different color options for. Because if you go into these themes, in this modern section, you have all these different versions of this exact same modern cap. And yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm looking for pieces. So one of the costumes that I like, just from a visual standpoint, is the US agent. So I'm trying to get a lot of these US agent parts so I could get a full US agent team. The one that matters though is this. This is what you actually have equipped on the character. This is where the stats matter. This customization section is just for the visual appearance. This is for the stats on the character. So what I'm doing when I'm upgrading these characters, I'm just looking for, when I'm upgrading the fodder pieces, which is what we're going to do right now, I'm just looking for the ones that I want different colors for. If you guys do something different in choosing your upgrades, let me know in the comments here. But let's just go with a US, actually, let me find a US agent helmet. I think this is US agent. Yes. All right. And I'm just picking these costumes that I don't really want to equip on my character from a visual standpoint. So we're just gonna upgrade these. The main reason of this is just lowering the space in our economy. Oh, that white one. I wanted some we got the white helmet before, but I don't think I have the white chest piece here. So wanted to get that to match. Let's use some of these other pieces that I don't really like from a visual standpoint and upgrading that for more fodder. Oh, that is the one that we wanted. He looks kind of like a US agent Captain Sam there. All right, let's do more US agent. And again, because this is just for fodder and this is just for the visual aspects of our character, I don't think when you're choosing when you're deciding what piece to upgrade, especially if you're doing for fodder, I don't think it matters. Let's keep going with more. Let's see if we can get another US agent shield here. And let's just do these upgrades and see if we get lucky with this. Let's go with that. And what do we get on this? All right, so same color. So sometimes you get lucky with the color, sometimes you don't. But when we go into our roster, we could equip those different pieces there that we just did. So we got the little dot there because this is a new piece. This piece for Captain America. Let's actually equip that just because, I don't know, I think it looks cool. There we go. I don't know, the pants doesn't match. We'll change that after. But all right, so that is the upgrade costumes. Combining cores. As you get higher level badges, you're going to be able to equip cores with this. Now, the unfortunate thing about these cores is it's random. So if I'm putting all these blue pieces into this core combining, you might get blue. You might get one of these other colors and it might fail. Now, at this low 1-star level, 100% chance to get a higher grade. As you go up in levels though, your chance of failing goes up. So as we go to these 2 stars to try to just reduce the space in our inventory, 70% chance to acquire a higher core. 30% chance that it might be the exact same 2-star core, but the color, totally random. Let's do this one here. Regional costumes. So actually, that's a good question in chat. So let's actually go back to the costume section here. Actually, we could do it from this section. So when upgrading costumes, I was talking a lot about these sacrificial pieces. These pieces that you have, and if we look at the bonuses for this regional piece, the reason these regional pieces are so much better is if we look at the attack at the percent of this and a non-regional piece. I guess actually it's not fair because this is a piece, but you're getting a higher attack percent with these regional pieces, higher attack, and you get some really good bonuses with some of these sets. And when you re-roll these, sometimes you get good pieces here, sometimes you get good stats, sometimes you get not as good stats, and you just gotta cross your fingers with that. But yeah, regional pieces, equipping this here's, and you want to try to get as many sets as possible. So I have 2 of these New Stark City with the bonuses for the helmet and the shield, and we have modern because that's kind of what he got equipped with when I initially started this character. So we got a 2 and 2. Obviously a full 4 set bonus is better. But combining cores, convergence box, you're not really going to use this a lot after you pass the campaign. There's only a certain amount of things that you could get in this. With a certain amount of these particles that you get from that. And you could use all of these extra pieces that you have here and getting more of these particles. We have these right now. We have 3 of these. Now, after you combine and when you go into this convergence box, you've done this extraction. You're not going to be using that much. But when you go to the store, you could use your tokens. And I may have already done it this week. Yes, sometimes there's pieces that you could buy for those sin particles. Not the sin particles. This convergence box here. Synchronized particles. We have 3 of these, and we're going to open them. Sometimes we get some good things. Sometimes we don't. Fury classified data. That's good for our entire squad. Let's see what we get here. You get to refresh these on a weekly basis. This is absolute crap. Let's go with this one. You get anything good here? And flawless. Not bad. Not bad. All right, so we got those. That's the convergence box. Not using this much. Maybe once a week once you get that piece. But unless there's another way to get these synchronized particles, I don't see using the convergence box too much after you get to the end game. World map obviously goes to that world map, and Rocket Raccoon, he'll show you all of your most wanted characters, but you could also get to that from this section right here. Not the records, the operations, and look at your most wanted characters. But that is it. That is a look at your headquarters and some of the things that I didn't know initially. So if you're not knowing some of these things, hopefully this video helps you. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys can stop by one of the streams every Friday. We do a hot tub stream with the Valley Club on Twitch. So thank you guys, everybody that stops by those. And subscribe to the ValleyFlyin 76 channel, guys. We're trying to grow this channel, put up more future Revolution content. So if you could give this a subscribe, watch some of the playlists to get some watch hours and hopefully get this monetized. We are almost done with the video, but we're not leaving the stream, guys. So give me that Hulk fist bump before you go. Thank you guys for watching the video. And Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out. Have a great rest of your day, guys.